Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good week and a good start to the end to your week as well for that matter. This is the preview of West Ham's 15th home game with the 24-25 Premier League season, where we welcome Newcastle United to the London Stadium for an 8 o'clock kickoff under the lights this Monday night live on Sky Sports. But as always guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear. As you can see from the icon that's up here, there's some very nice retro Newcastle gear in there as well, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, and also Butkus, so go check those out as well. And any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting close to, if not fully over 80, probably close to 90 separate food banks by the time of this recording. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your respective club shop if there's any Geordie fans watching, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But you'll also, if you want to make a donation directly to the charity, but you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine as well. There is their Just Give and Fund link in the description below. So £1, £2, £5, whatever you can afford, guys. Believe me, every penny helps. So guys, as always, there's going to be timestamps in the description below, so by all means please do jump around to the section that you want to listen to. Ideally I'd like you to stay around for as long as possible, because there's quite a few bits and pieces I'd like us to interact on, but please feel free to jump to the section that you wish to listen to the most. It's probably going to be the injuries, I should imagine. And of course, please do like, share and subscribe. And if you're enjoying the video, then by all means, please do hit the like button. It helps me out very much by advertising on YouTube. The more likes these videos get, the more advertising it gets on YouTube, as I said, and more people can get involved in it, and so on and so forth. You know, the circle happens. Right, so let's continue on by talk about the officials. The referee for this game is Michael Salisbury. His assistants are Simon Bennett and Dan Robatham. On fourth official duty is Ben Toner. Yeah, I don't know who he is either, and I don't know who this guy is either. Alex Chilovich is on VAR, with his assistant being Simon Long. So it's a bit of a mixed bag there, but it's on Sky. What can possibly go wrong? Now, our last 6 home games against Newcastle in the Premier League show, we've won once, drawn 3 times and lost twice, scoring 8 and conceding 9. And Graham Potter's home record as manager of Brighton against Newcastle shows he's won 1 and drawn 3 as well, scoring 4 and conceding 4. Now, as we remember, guys, that brilliant, albeit very, very nervy, but brilliant watch along that we did towards the end of November, where we won the game 2-0 with a goal from Thomas Souček in the 10 minutes. Very, very nervy 40 odd minutes after that, and then Aaron Wan-Bissaka scoring 1, I think it's the first or the second of his 2 consecutive goals per game on the 53rd minute. So yeah, hopefully the way that our momentum's been going, this is our second home game on the trot. We've had 2 back-to-back victories, 2 games where we've had clean sheets as well, for that matter. Can we make it 3? Can we get 6 points off Newcastle? Put your comments in the comment section below. Newcastle are 6th in the table of the Premier League after 27 games, winning 13, drawing 5, losing 9, scoring 46 and conceding 38. So plus 8 goal difference on 44 points, 11 points above us. So that just shows you how tight things are still to this day. I mean, if all I genuinely think between now and the end of the season, so basically the 10 games left, if we can get at least 4 or 5 victories out of that, we'll be in and around the mid-table section, maybe 10th, maybe 11th, possibly 12th. I've been saying, you know, 11th and 12th is pretty much the highest place we can finish in the table. If we can continue on this good run of form that we've been doing recently, I think it's very obvious we can get very close to that. Now, footystats.com away table shows Newcastle at 10th with 6 wins, 3 draws and 5 losses, scoring 22 and conceding 21, with an average of 1.5 points per game on the away games, in comparison to their home record of 1.77 points per game so far this season. And of their last 5 away games, they've won 3 and drawn 2, exactly the same as their home form as well, for that matter. Now, in terms of Newcastle's style of play, it has changed recently since we last played them, as they are now very strong at creating chances using through balls, strong at finishing scoring chances, coming back from losing positions and protecting the lead, but they are weak at avoiding the offside trap even, and are very weak at defending against long shots. Now, away from home, their highest goal scorer is Alexander Isak with 10 goals and 1 assist, but he seems to be 75% chance, aka probably going to be back in the squad after returning from what appears to be a fatigue symptoms. So next on the list is Harvey Barnes with 4 goals and 1 assist, with 3.18 shots on average per game and 1.21 shots on average shot on target on average per game. Now the highest assister is Murphy with 6 assists and 1 goal with a 0.45 assists on average per game and a 75.8% passing accuracy on average per game as well. Their highest aerial duel winner is Dan Burn with an average of 3.6 aerial duels won per game. So those are the players that we need to be keeping an eye out for as well. In terms of Newcastle injuries, it was confirmed, well, today, but yesterday, by the time you guys get to see this, that Lewis Hall is out until after this season with a foot bone injury requiring surgery. Lascelles is out until the beginning of May with a knee injury. And bearing in mind, guys, he's a free agent in the summer and he's a Will Salthouse player. Fill in the blanks. Sven Botman is 50% chance of returning to this fixture from a knee injury, and Kieran Trippier is being assessed for a lower back injury and seems to be 50% chance of returning as well. And of course, Anthony Gordon is serving the first of 3 game suspension after being given a red card against Brighton on the FA Cup game on Sunday. Now, one of the things is, what was originally meant to happen is if you were booked in the cup games, you miss the cup games, but you don't miss the Premier League. That seem to be turned on its head? So he could be playing for this game, he could not. We have no idea. We'll find out what happens. But of course, he's going to be missing the League Cup final. And of course, bearing in mind, guys, this is very, very soon after the game that we're going to be playing against them on Monday night. Let me know if you guys, if there's any Newcastle fans watching as well, let me know if you think Eddie Howe's going to make rotation and put out a slightly weaker side because of the League Cup game. I mean, obviously, Lewis Hall being their #1 left back is out till the rest of the season. They sold, I can't remember his name now, and I'm sure there's some Geordie fans will put the comments in the comment section as well to let me know. But they also sold they're selling their backup left back in January as well for financial reasons. So it's going to be interesting from that point of view, from a Newcastle perspective. Now, turning to West Ham, talking of the League Cup, my boy Ajayla scored twice in the Derby game, in the under-18s Premier League under-18s Premier League Cup semi-final yesterday I should say. He's a player that I've been screaming for a lot of the times. He plays for the under-18s quite a fair bit, as we just talked about. He plays for the under-21s as well, for that matter. Our under-18s are in the League Cup final. It's brilliant. I'm absolutely loving this, and hopefully he'll be able to go on and kick on next season. Hopefully getting some run out with the senior team. Honestly, the kid is so talented. It's unreal. Now, it looks like Paqueta's been training this week, as has Coufal, but it's not 100% clear as at the time of this recording. Probably by the time you guys get to read this, that Graham Potter will give more information, but there's probably a very good chance that they could be in and around the squad. James Ward-Prowse has been phenomenal the last few games ever since he came back, and certainly has replaced Soler. Certainly as far as my starting 11 is concerned. Let's talk about the starting 11. So, yeah, I'm going to make a bit of a rotation here. I kind of intimated the rotation that I've made. I still think, but obviously bearing in mind that the players haven't played anything, I've obviously been training and stuff, barring having the weekend off after the Leicester victory, but they haven't really done any match fitness games, I'm guessing, bar the behind closed doors for the under 21 players. I mean, obviously apparently like Caelan Casey, really impressed with that as performance. A few other bits and pieces and a few little trying things here and there, so it's looking great from the juniors point of view. But obviously, as I say, that starting 11 game happened with the just before the Leicester game. So yeah, it's everything's still up in the air at the moment. But in terms of the starting 11, this is the starting 11 that I'd like to see if I was in charge of West Ham United. And guys, of course, put your comments in the comment section below to let me know what you would like to see. Areola in goal, with a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Kilman and Scholes. Orford and Souček in the defensive midfield positions, with Kudus, Ward-Prowse and Gilherm in midfield, with Bowen up front. So thank you very much for your time, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to see you, and thank you very much for sticking it at it this far. Over the last 4 weeks, those who've been watching the channel has actually jumped up slightly to 70.8% that are not subscribed to the channel. So as I said at the start of the video, guys, it's very important that the more likes these videos get, the more advertising it gets on YouTube. And if you're new to the channel, by all means, please do like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying it and you want to know more. We will be doing the full-time thoughts probably on Monday night / Tuesday morning, depending on the upload time. But guys, in the meantime, have a fantastic weekend. I'm gonna try and do a live stream again on at 3 o'clock on Saturday, because it was good to have the conversation about players coming towards the end of their contracts. I'm thinking about doing another one, but talking about players that are coming into the end of their contracts in literally 2 years' time. So because we did the end of this season, we did the end of the next season, but I want to do the one talking about the ones on top of that season as well. So by all means, please do make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit your notification bell, so you get to know when new content is going up. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic end to your week and a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday / Tuesday. All the best, or hopefully on Saturday if I can actually get some information together. But in the meantime, guys, have a cracker, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. All the best now. Take care.